Alright, I'm doing the video of the capabilities of our rack we got here. Put this together to solve a couple issues. One issue is radio coverage in our county. Our fire department does lots of mutual aids out in the middle of nowhere, and radio connectivity out in the middle of nowhere can be very limited. So I put this together to try and help alleviate some of that. And what it is we got a JPS Z2 RSP Z2 box here, and it's connected to the internet via LTE or via Starlink. Now, since we have multiple ways of connecting to the internet here for redundant reasons, as long as I can connect to any type of network and be connected to the internet, I can communicate to a radio and another one of these Z2s in my office here locally. And what that means is anywhere in the world we have connectivity, I can key up my radio here and it will key up the radio back home or at the office and be able to talk to our dispatch. And we can use our handhelds to reach this radio, which in turn keys up this box, which in turn keys up the radio back at the office. So it can also be a mobile repeater standalone where we don't have to have any internet connectivity. And this box does it all, and what it will do is connect these two radios together. And one radio will act as the local radio, which will transmit via simulcast, or not simulcast, but simplex to a handheld radio locally. And this other radio would be used to receive or transmit at 50 watts back to try and hit our tower in our county. And then it works vice versa. This radio would receive from our tower, keying up this radio at low wattage, let's say about 5-10 watts, for all the handhelds to hear. We can also run, let's see here, for mutual aid like interoperability. So we could have, let's say, a UHF radio here and a VHF radio here, and if we had a mutual aid where they used UHF, we could actually transmit in VHF here, and vice versa. If we had VHF radios and somebody else had UHF radios, we would still be able to talk to each other without actually having to have new radios to communicate. And that goes for any band. This could be an 800, 7800, and this could be a UHF or VHF, and we would be able to patch them in and still be able to communicate on the fire ground or any incident really that this could be utilized in. The way it all works is we can take in an AC power source or a DC power source via the back here. So right here would be our AC source in, right here would be our DC source in, and we could have multiple connectors connected to this. Right now we have a alligator clip to where we can hook a plug into this, goes into a long harness, and we can connect to a 12-volt battery on a vehicle via the alligator clips, and we would be able to run this. The radio antennas hook up here and here, and you can hook those up to tripods to get those radio antennas up high, or mag mount to put them on vehicles. So pretty versatile. And then also storage is back here. You can put the Starlink, pretty much everything, all the wiring, connectors, everything can go in here. And it could be all self-contained to where you just pick this one up, take it to wherever you need to, plug it in, and she's ready to rock and roll. So yeah, that's pretty much the capabilities here of how it works. Another thing, I have it set up on our PepLink LTE router here to where it has priorities. So the WAN, which would be the input here from the back RJ45 connector, would be priority number 1. So we always want to use that first if it's available. If it's not available, then it'll automatically try and find a Wi-Fi WAN, which it's connected to my office Wi-Fi right now. So we're running off of it right now. At the last resort, if it doesn't see Wi-Fi or a internet source through here, it's going to try and connect to cellular. That's going to be the last resort. If it doesn't see any of those other connections, it will try and connect to cellular, and we will be running off of cellular. So that's how this all works. I also have a VPN on this Ubiquiti, I believe it's a UXG, to where the internet source that comes out of here is VPN'd back to my office, so that if this is powered up in the field and I'm at my office, I can still remotely connect into it and change some settings, do what I need to do, go into the web configuration of this box here and do what I need to do to try and get it connected or change some stuff. So yeah, that's how everything works and what we use our box for.